I'm Rich Carroll. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. We're down to 6 candidates who want to be mayor of Palm Coast. Karen Johnson has more.
Now the Flagler Tiger Bay Club is pleased to announce the official lineup for the upcoming 2021 Palm Coast Special Election Mayoral Forum set for June 23rd at the Palm Coast Community Center. There will be the candidates being asked questions by a panel consisting of the faith community and also small business owners. Greg Davis is the president of the Flagler Tiger Bay Club.
We have a reporter on the streets that is doing on-the-spot interviews in public places with folks, asking them what questions they have of a potential new mayor. We have a forum on our website that folks fill out, public can fill out, with questions, interview questions they may have that are important to them.
Questions from the community should be submitted on the Flagler Tiger Bay Club webpage at flaglertigerbayclub.com no later than June 20th. The event will be broadcast live on WNZF News Radio 94.9 FM and carried live stream on the Flagler Tiger Bay Club website and Facebook page beginning at 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm Karen Johnson.
The new program director and assistant professor for UNF Mednex in Palm Coast, who you've heard from this week, tells us about the Mednex Task Force and the role it played in creating the nursing program.
The Mednex Task Force, we were really starting from the ground up on what do we need to put in place in order to get the nursing program off the ground and ready to roll to accept students come this fall. So everything from faculty, staffing, how we were going to do the courses, what we were going to offer in the nursing program, and then even more specific into, what equipment do we need? Everything from in the classroom to in the skills lab and to the simulation center.
Dr. Miriam Griffin lives in the Palm Coast area and will lead the efforts in establishing the UNF Mednex nursing program this fall. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office is announcing the release of a traffic safety public service announcement with multi-platinum award-winning country music performer Toby Keith. The PSA was created with support and funding through a cooperative agreement. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
We are continuing our traffic safety initiative, this time in partnership with the National Sheriff Association, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, and country music singer Toby Keith, in a Drive Smart safety campaign. This was all done at no cost to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office.
The PSA, Do Your Part and Drive Smart, will be broadcast across all of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office's social media channels and on the Flagler County Sheriff's Office website. Flagler County is preparing for the exit of County Administrator Jerry Cameron next month. John Arking reports.
Cameron's last day on the job will be July 3rd, with Chief of Staff Jorge Salinas, who started in January, taking over as the new interim administrator. It's been referred to as a trial run for the permanent job, and Flagler County Commissioner Andy Dance says there'll need to be a deeper discussion about whether a national search for a permanent replacement will be needed.
Jorge was brought in for a chief of staff position. If you go and do a public search and for a county administrator, you're advertising for a county administrator and you'll get a different pool of applicants to be able to look at. So I think that's something that needs to be more of a discussion about that. I've had great conversations with Mr. Salinas. I think he's got great ideas and we align in many areas on how to move the county forward. So I would like to see that vision. And again, I think Mr. Salinas is in a position to make that transition seamlessly right now.
Dance says ultimately it should be up to the county board to decide who will be the administrator, whereas Salinas was selected by Cameron to be his interim replacement. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
What's new and what's not about lifeguarding?
Tom Gillen, who is still a lifeguard and the recreation director for Flagler Beach, says over time things have changed and things have not changed.
The funny thing was they said with all the new innovations we had in lifeguarding, basically most of our rescues is a lifeguard gets with a buoy and swims out and saves a person.
Gillen said that some things have changed.
The golden rule of lifeguarding is never let a victim touch you or grab you.
He said both could have drowned. Tom Gillen said that what has changed is how rescuers find victims and some of the equipment they use to do their water rescues.
The methods and the equipment is always changing. And they were talking about now, they're talking about having drones that are lifeguards that are dropping buoys down on people, and we're using jet skis instead of paddling out in kayaks to get people to get out there quicker.
You can listen to Flagler Health Matters, where you heard this interview, every Saturday morning at 11:30. It's also a podcast on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, we know how the equipment and the methods of lifeguarding have changed. But what about the kids who want to be lifeguards? From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.